Hi everybody, this is TechNolli. Today I got another build for a channel subscriber, and it is going to be a Ryzen 9 3900, and we've got a new motherboard we're going to try out. It's this ASROCK x570 Phantom Gaming 4. Really nice looking board. We're going to put in this Radeon Vega 56. Nice MSI card. We've got 32 gigs of RAM. We've got 512 of NVMe and Wi-Fi Bluetooth card that goes right on the motherboard. That's cool. And then we've got this nice case. Everybody seems to be going with white nowadays, so very good looking case. And we're going to build this one, load the OS on it, Opencore 0.5.8. So let's get started on this build. Okay guys, let's get started with this motherboard. And it looks pretty cool. Really cool. You know, it's getting so hard to find motherboards nowadays. You have to experiment with different ones, and this particular one turned out to be a real nice board. And just works perfectly. And right here is where that little Wi-Fi Bluetooth card goes. So very cool on that. Okay, let's take a look here. Well, it comes with all the normal stuff. We're going to need this I/O shield, cables. Comes with very nice. It comes with a screw for the hard drive. Let's see. Yeah, so we're good there. All right, that's all I need for this. All right. This has got this nice little pad underneath of it. That's cool. Okay, so let's get started with this beautiful processor. You gotta love these Ryzen 9 3900s. Just really a good buy. You know, really good buy for the money. Gives you tons of performance. So there we go. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful. Just grab it on the sides and just line it up horizontally with the socket. And if you just get it just right, it'll just fall into place. And that's it. Just kind of hold your finger on it, pull it down. Now, I'm not going to use the big, huge fan that comes with it because it is super noisy. Ridiculously noisy. So we've got this big Cooler Master fan we're going to try out. And again, this is a new product for me because everything's out of stock. So you have to try different things that you're not normally used to. Let's go ahead and put in this little card. Now it goes right here. All right, it's got a little screw in the motherboard, so that's good. Just take that screw out. Now this, I got this off of eBay. They have them on Amazon too, but they're a little cheaper on eBay. It's like $44, and it's natively supported. So it was really nice to see that this board had an M.2 slot for Wi-Fi Bluetooth card. So we just slide it in, put the screw on, and that's it. And then for antennas, I'll show you what we're going to do for that in a little bit. Okay, so now we've got to put our M.2 hard drive in. It's got 2 slots. So let's see here. Another Sabrent. We like these drives. A little cheaper than Samsung's and about the same speed. There we go. 512. Now on this one, I'm going to move this stand off. See, I need to have a standoff right there. So I'm just going to take this off here and put it in here. Put it right there. And put a screw in it. Tie it down. Okay, we can peel this off. All right, we're done with that. So let's get started with this fan. Okay, so I know I'm going to have to take this one off. These brackets for the stock fan. All right, now there's the bottom plate for the stock. Let's open this up. Okay, oh, there's all the parts, it looks like, brackets and everything. Wow. Woo! That's a big dog. I like that. Wow, that is nice. Real nice. Okay, let's get started in here. Little box. It's going to have everything. Okay, there's the bottom bracket. Some shims, extra cables, extra wires. There's thermal paste and these clips. Gonna need that. And let's see, one of these is for Intel and one of these is for AMD. So let's see what the difference is. Well, for the AMD, we use these flat ones. So we'll grab those, put those in the box. Now, what it says in the instruction book is you use these little clips to put in the screws that go through the motherboard. So let's see here. Okay, here's the little things that go through the motherboard. So those go in there, just like that. And then these clips, let's see here. Yeah, it looks like they just go like this. And that keeps it from falling out. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and put the rest of these on. Number 4. And put the clip on. All right. So then all we have to do is put it through the board. There it goes. There it goes. Yep. So there we are. Now it says to put these big ones on here. So let's screw these on. I'll tighten them all up a little bit. Then it comes with this cool little thing that just fits over each one of them. You can use a screwdriver to tighten them up. That's cool. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and take off the fan. And that's just a little clip. Just goes down in there. All right. Take off the fan. And so this is going to go on here. So what it wants us to do is put these brackets on first. Okay? So it doesn't go this way. I think it goes like this, guys. Yeah, there we go. All right. So we'll put the screw in it. Okay, tighten it down. And I got another one, and I got another little screw here somewhere. And there we go. I'll give it a nice tighten. In fact, I'll use my dad's old screwdriver. All right, so there we go. So yeah, that just fits just like that. See how that's gonna go? Just like that. So let's put some thermal paste on it. Put a little bit here and there and everywhere, not too much, because it'll just ooze out the sides. All right, so we just mount it, line up the screws. Just like that. You know what? In a lot of ways, I like this mounting better than Noctua. And one more. Finish tightening that one. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so we got the hard drive in. We got the Wi-Fi in. Let's put in the RAM. So line up your... See, you got to line those up just like that. They only go in one way, so you can't mess up. You want to hear that little snap. All right. So there we go. We're all mounted. We're all in. I think what I'll do now is put the fan back on this radiator so I don't have to do it inside the case. So let's see. Go ahead and mount it. Make sure it's level. And these little springs go in these back holes on the fan. There we go. And then clip it back here. I'm gonna come over here and do the same thing. We'll clip there. And tuck it down in there. That's it, guys. Okay, let's get the case out and let's get this thing mounted in the case. Get it fired up. Be right back. Okay, guys, here we go. This is a Silverstone Farah R1, and it's light, but it's well built. And for shipping, I like a lighter case because it'll save us money. All right, so there we go. We got a nice back end here. We can get all of our cable management done here. Power supply goes down in here. We can put in a big old 3.5-inch drive here if we want. There's my screws for the case. Let's go ahead and take that out. All right. So there we go. It's got one fan in it. And this is for like a you could put a SATA here. So you can put another one over here. There's plenty of places to hide hard drives. So we've got let's take this off. This is that little clamp to put on top of the video cards when we get them in. Take these thumb screws off here. Get this opened up. What do you think? More storage, more SSD storage. Well, I guess you could put 3.5s in there too. So you got plenty of room in this case, really. Plenty of room in it. Now, it's missing, that's funny. It's got one standoff here, 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 and here, but it's missing one here. Put a standoff in there. And this is a 3/16, so we'll just kind of tighten it up a little bit. There we go. And then this right here, guys, this is the I/O shield. And it just goes in right here. I like to get one side in and then snap it into place. There. All right, now we can mount the motherboard. Okay, just kind of hold it a little bit by the fan. All right, there we go. I'm just lining up our ports. Everything's lined up good. All right, there we go. I'll come over here and just get it set into place. There we go. All right. So these are the little round-headed fine thread screws. So we'll get these put in. And we got one more, guys, right here. Okay, now, you remember we put on the little Wi-Fi card. Well, here's the antennas for this, okay? Let's open this up. I've never done this one before. This is new. So what you can do is mount these antennas, and then these little guys just snap onto those tiny little connectors, okay? So we just snap those onto there gently. And then we have our Wi-Fi antenna. So let me get this done and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so there's the little antennas mounted on the little Wi-Fi card, Wi-Fi Bluetooth card. And then when you put these antennas on, make sure you don't attach them to the case because it messes with the signal. So put it on something plastic like a graphics card. And this worked out just perfect. So just put these are just peel and stick, and just put them on your graphics card. And but don't attach them to the case. It won't work right, okay? All right, let's get the power supply in this and start doing a little cable management, and we'll be right back. And there is the power supply. So there we go. That's in there nice. Nice and tight, and it's got the little cushions on it. That's good. All right, let's get some cables run, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so here it is. Looks pretty good, I think. I've got the cables here for the graphics card I got to put in. And here is the back. And it looks pretty neat. The door's going to close up just fine. So it looks good. All good to go. So let's put the graphics card in here and get this thing fired up. All right, this is a monster Vega 56. Okay, there we go. We'll put a couple of cables on it here. There we go. All right, we'll put a couple screws in the top here. And there we go. And then we've got this little cover that goes over it. Right there. It has a little thumb screw to put right here. So there we go. Looks good. Looks good. All right, let's fire it up. And let's get the OS on this thing, okay?
Okay, guys, let's get into the benchmarks on this one. This should be interesting. So we'll start here with Geekbench 5. Click Run, and we'll be right back. Okay, coming down to the end of it. Let's see where we are. Ooh, 1281 and 11585. Wow, 1281, I think that's off the charts. Yeah. So we're way above a Mac Pro here, late 2019. And that's 24 cores? Oh my God. Okay, and 11585. All right, so 11.5. So we're between this Mac Pro 12 core and an iMac Pro. Not bad for a Hackintosh, guys. Wow. Nice. Okay. Let's do Cinebench. And here we go. Just thought I'd let you see this one, since it's so fast. Wow, very nice. Okay, coming down to the end of it here, let's see what we end up with. Okay, nice little score here, 6881, above a Threadripper. Very, very, very nice. I think we'll accept that score. Okay, guys. All right, so we're done with that. Now, all I want you to do is go over to my website and download the EFI folder for this one. And then just have your USB stick made, which is, have it made right here. And you're going to use this program right here, Mount EFI, to mount your EFI partition on your USB stick after you make the vanilla stick, which is up here in the description. It'll pop up. It'll show you how to make this stick. Okay? And then I'm going to open the partition. I press 1, put in my password, and there is the partition. So all you have to do after you download the EFI folder from my website for this particular build is drag that folder right into here, just like it is here. So just drag it and put it right into your EFI partition. Then go into the BIOS, which is what we're going to do next, and start to load it. All right? Okay. So let's get into the BIOS on this one, guys, and let's get it loaded. All right, guys. So we press that delete key to get into the BIOS on these, just like the rest. And here we are on the main screen. And we'll just go over here to OC Tweaker. Go down here to load the profile here for the 3200 RAM. So now we're running at 3200 when we reboot. And then we'll go over to advanced CPU configuration. So everything here is fine by default. Go out of here. Onboard devices. Everything here is good, and we want to make sure that these two guys, Bluetooth and WAN, are enabled and set to auto. And then storage configuration. AHCI is the controllers for the SATA. ACPI, we don't need to touch anything in here. Super I/O, we want to disable that serial port. Trusted computing, nothing to worry about. Okay, AMD CBS, and there's a bunch of stuff in here that we just really don't have to worry about. Okay, so we're good. All right. AMD PBS. Okay, a bunch of stuff in here. The only thing we want to make sure is above 4G is disabled. And this does have a Thunderbolt port on the motherboard, a header port, but not a card. So we've got that disabled. That's overclocking we don't need to worry about. So it's pretty simple. We'll just go over here to boot and make sure everything is set up the way we want. Fast boot is disabled, and CSM compatibility is disabled. Okay, so pretty simple settings on these. Save changes and exit. Make sure you have your USB stick in the computer, and let's go. All right, since we've got nothing on this hard drive, I don't have to press the F12 key to boot to anything special. I'm just going to let it boot up to the USB stick. All right, then install macOS Catalina external, which is our USB. Hit enter. We'll go through a lot of text like we always do, and we'll come up to the format screen, okay? All right. Now we're getting up to it. Really fast computer getting up here. All right, so here we are. We'll go to Disk Utility. Continue. Make sure we click right here where it says View and click this down arrow, Show All Devices. So here is my Sabrent drive. I'm going to click Erase. And since this is for a channel subscriber, I'll go ahead and make it Mac OS. And we'll go to APFS, of course, and GUID partition map. Ah, that's fast. Okay, we'll go out of here. Install Mac OS. Continue. Agree and agree. Pick our hard drive and install. And this doesn't take long at all. It'll get down here to about 2 minutes remaining and reboot on its own. Make sure you leave your USB stick in there because we have to boot from it again. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, guys, about 2 minutes remaining. So it's going to reboot on its own. We're going to leave the USB stick in the computer. There it goes. All right. And here it goes. All right. So more text. We're in the second part of the installation, so we'll come right back. All right, here it goes. Gets stuck on one line for about 10 seconds. Then it just continues on. No big deal on this one. This is fast. Okay, about 10 minutes remaining, so we'll come back when it gets toward the end. All right, less than a minute remaining, so let's see how long it's going to take. Yep, that was a lot less than a minute. All right, guys, one more time. Let's leave the USB stick in there because we need to boot from it, and then we're coming up to the final part of the install. Now, this time when it comes up, we want to make sure that it selects the name of your hard drive. You remember when you named your hard drive? So I named mine Mac OS, so that's what it's going to boot from, and that's what we need. So we'll just hit enter on that. If you don't pick something, it'll automatically go ahead and start within 5 seconds. All right, here we go. So we'll just finish up our install here. All right, pick your country. Continue, continue. Now you notice my Wi-Fi is working, so I'll pick my Wi-Fi, put in my password for my Wi-Fi. All right, and then continue. I don't want to transfer anything, so I'll continue. I definitely do not want to sign into Apple yet because we haven't changed our serial numbers, so we'll set up later and skip. Agree and agree. And we're going to just name it whatever we like. This is your login. And a password. And continue. And I like to set up location services, and then I turn off analytics. Continue. And continue. And this is if you want Siri or not. I'll leave it on for this customer or channel subscriber. And continue. And so here you have the light or dark mode. Choose dark mode. Most people like dark mode better. And here we go. This is awesome. Okay, then just do what it says here to identify your keyboard. There we go. So we're done. So now let's go over to a TechNolli website because we need some files. Okay, we'll go to downloads and we need Gen SM BIOS. Download this. And then we need, let's see here, we need Mount EFI. Download. And then we need Property. And we'll download that. Okay, so let's go to our downloads. And we'll start with Mount EFI because we have to mount the EFI partition on here and on the hard drive. So right click and open, then click open and click OK. And we're going to choose both of these. Number one is my USB stick. Put in your password. And number three now is my internal hard drive. Okay, so we're done with this. So we'll go over here to computer, and there is my hidden EFI partition on the hard drive, and here is the one that we use to load the system. So we just need to grab this EFI folder and put it into our EFI partition on the hard drive. So that's it. Now let's go back over to downloads, and we'll go to Gen SM BIOS, right click on Gen SM BIOS.command and open, and then open. And then all you do right here for serial numbers is click number one, hit enter. Okay, and then enter again, then number two to select config.plist, and it wants to know where the config.plist is. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my USB stick because I don't want to get confused which EFI folder I pick. So we'll just eject those. All right, now we'll go over to our hard drive EFI partition, EFI folder, OC, and here is the config.p list. And we just drag it into here, hit enter, and then number 3 to generate SM BIOS. And on this system, the system board is called iMac Pro 1,1 and hit enter. So it just injected all of these numbers into our OS load and just hit enter. So we're done with that. Now what I'm going to do for this particular customer is I'm going to turn off all of that text when you boot up the computer. So we'll just go into Property, right click, Open, then click Open, and then we'll go to File, Open, and we'll go to our EFI partition, our EFI folder, OC, config.p list, and click Open. And we'll go down here to where it says NVRAM, right here, NVRAM. And these boot arguments, we want to get rid of this -V. Okay, so we'll just back that out of there, hit enter, and now the text will be gone. All right, so we just go out of here and say yes to save, and that's it. Let's reboot. Okay guys, so now when it comes up, it's going to pick the Mac OS, which is my hard drive, because we went ahead and pulled out our USB stick. So this is where we boot, and it'll automatically start, and then all that text is gone. We just have the pretty little apple. Okay, nothing running in the background, so that's nice. And here we are. We are finished. Log in and start using your computer. Now on this particular computer, I'm going to show you. Here's our Bluetooth, so we can click this and show Bluetooth up here. And I've got an Apple mouse right here. I'll turn it on. Okay, so there it is, all connected. Everything's working. Use the mouse now. So we are good to go. I like this board. I like this ASROCK board. It's really nice. I like the fact that you can put in the little Wi-Fi card, Bluetooth, and you can get that working. Everything seems to function fine on it. There's your output. So we've got HDMI audio. We've got all of the other audio controls. And the internal microphone looks like it's going to work just fine. All right, guys. So there you go. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.